Welcome to the Wild Cards Clubhouse, your gaming community podcast on Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, where we shoot the shit, put the cookies down, and drink all the Kool-Aid. This live stream is brought to you by the Wild Cards, a 1,000-member gaming community on PlanetSide 2 and Warframe, where we stay wild all day, every day, feed the naysayers to Rogar, and get those motherfuckers! And today we are joined by Halo Star, Mr. Bob, the Man 292, myself, Falco Arnold, and our wonderful host. Let me choose the fucking right overlay here. Our beautiful host, fucking Potato. We're not talking anything too serious. We're talking gaming, school, work, life, and advice for waffle time. And with all that said, how's everyone doing today?
I'm exhausted and stressed. I'll tell you guys. Oh, I have a good story for later. I'll save it for later.
Yeah, save it for later.
Yeah. Everything is falling apart. But it's okay.
Just for the record.
It's okay.
Just for the record.
Just another day.
I propose a mutiny.
Yeah, so just for the record, I'm fucking burnt out as fuck right now. I've had 3 hours of sleep I've been having 3 hours of sleep per day for the past 4 days. So I'm legitimately probably just gonna be quiet this whole time, just so you guys know.
Man,
so you guys
seems like everybody's
carry this shit.
We finally shut him up.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But
seems like this week beat everybody up a little bit.
Yeah.
Dang.
Next week's gonna be a nightmare for me. I'm not looking for next week.
Finals are coming up, shit like that.
No, I'm done with finals. So I have training, class, and the job. Literally, yeah, 16-hour days again. Woohoo!
But, yeah, today is May 4th, and this is episode 4. So may the 4th be with you. Speaking of may the 4th be with people and stuff. Star Wars, similar to Star Wars, PlanetSide. Horrible segue.
That is a terrible segue.
I'm fucking
Kylo Ren kills Han Solo.
I didn't even know it was a segue until you said it was a segue.
I'm fucking brain dead right now.
You know what? That's a good enough. That was a good segue.
Okay, Arnold, you're Vanu. We're all brain dead.
No, stop.
Yeah, I mean, spandex suit takes over.
But yeah, so we wanted to talk about gun preferences in PlanetSide 2. I think is the topic for today. So
Phase shift all the way.
Yeah, who wants to go first and talk about their gun preferences, their penis preferences?
I like mine long.
Well,
I like mine with a high.
I'm a sniper rifle myself, bolt action.
I like
I'd say,
mine with a high RPM that can aim for the head. If you feel my drift.
God. Really? We're live. I thought we were live.
We are live.
Somebody call the FCC.
I mean, it is. I mean, we did say that there might be advice for waffle time, so.
Indeed,
that is in the intro.
Well, for weapons, we're never gonna get anything done.
Waffle weapons. No. See, you gotta learn how to be like a Deimos or a Phobos. You gotta learn how to hit hard and fucking, be able to be swift about it. But I mean, my reload time.
Full auto.
No, I'm not a Pandora now. You see. Okay.
TR. DACA.
No. Fucking TR have tiny penises.
Laser.
And there they do.
And thus begins the war.
Indeed, it does. When it comes to sniper rifles, I do enjoy using my phase shift in combat.
Phase shift is a lot better than it used to be, but I don't know. Something about its lack of potential to hit a headshot beyond like 450 meters just kills it for me.
They have a new.
That's where it really shines. Well, I know, but because it has no bullet drop. I usually use it in situations where like a normal bolt action won't do because I have to compensate for that. But after a certain distance, the phase shift just doesn't do enough damage to actually hit a headshot or one shot.
Mm. I miss my NC bolt driver.
I honestly think when it comes to headshots with sniper rifles, a lot of it boils down to personal skill level. I mean, you can have the best gun in the game, but if you can't hit a headshot with a shit, then you can't hit a headshot, sir.
I can't hit a headshot with anything but a sniper rifle.
I have these moments.
Or an LMG.
I have these moments when I'm sniping where sometimes I'm really on point and I can just do headshot after headshot.
You can just moving target headshots if it feels so good.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I can do like fucking like 7 of those, and then I have like these low moments where it's just I can't hit shit. I can't even hit a idle target. Like I don't know why, but like I go on like a streak, but then I'm just like ass, and it takes you like ever to get back on it. And it's just like, what happened? I don't get it. You ever get those moments where you're about to snipe somebody, but then they like move like the last second when the bullet's about to?
You mean like
I hate that shit.
2 out of 3 times that I take a shot?
Dude, yeah. I hate it. Like they're just sitting there idle, and you almost think they're AFK, and then all of a sudden they decide, oh, now it's time to move.
Yeah, it's almost like they just know that you're sniping.
And I had that happen once where the dude was like changing his gear at the thunder.
Oh.
And it was like a 200 meter, so there was a good amount of bullet travel time. But he moved at the last second, and someone else spawned, and I hit him in the head instead. It was like one of my greatest moments.
Oh, jeez.
Poor dude had just spawned. I'm like, I feel kind of bad. Like, he moved out of the way, and then I just see the glimmer. And
yeah, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I'm the worst.
I actually don't really play a lot of sniping, but when I do, I normally use like the XM98 or the fucking Parallax.
The cheap one?
Well, yeah, the XM98 or the Parallax. I mean, fucking, it's cheap.
Parallax is good. I like the V10 because the bigger magazine size.
Oh yeah, I just like the Parallax just because that damage is just really nice.
Yeah, that's the first weapon I actually rack-teamed. This is the V10 followed by the Aerodani.
Wait, guys, did the NC get a new default sniper?
No. They've always had the bolt driver.
They've always had the only starter that's a bolt action.
No, because I remember I saw that. I just created a new NC account because I wanted to see if they changed it at all. And they had a new sniper for it, a semi-auto.
No.
Oh, they have a semi-auto that's default unlocked right now.
You must have been playing the TR or something. I mean,
I was gonna say, yeah, because this always the NC's always had the upper hand.
Yeah, the NC's default was always a bolt driver, the bolt action little deal.
Piece of crap.
I'm thankful that they had that now because now they compensated that with the fucking ballistic CPU or whatever that you can have on your fucking on the VS.
I don't even know what that does. I put that on. I'm like, I see no difference.
It eliminates the scope sway. So you know how you scope in and you like naturally sway. When you put the CPU on, it just eliminates that. And it's just it's like a normal rifle at that point.
Yeah, but
normal rifles have scope sway too. Believe it or not.
Well, this one has no scope sway, so it's just wherever you move your mouse, that's where it's gonna be at. You don't have to like do a little compensate thing or whatever. It's just wherever you point it, that's where it is.
Interesting.
It is good because I forgot what the fucking default.
The problem though with the semi-autos is the recoil. I could care less about the scope sway. It's the recoil that gets me.
Yeah,
you have to follow up, so you have to be really quick. But you can't mash the button or you'll face the recoil.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know about that. It's interesting. Like, I wish they didn't make the ballistic CPU take up the slot with the foregrip. I wish you could have like both at the same time, because then so many people would be using the fucking starter weapons like the 99 SV. And God, what is the fucking starter?
For TR?
No, for VS.
VS is the Spectre, yeah.
Yeah, Spectre. Like, I actually kind of am interested in using the Spectre now, but believe it or not, I've actually never even touched a phase shift. I refuse
to. It's not bad. Before it was terrible when you had to charge it up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like you'd miss so many shots because they move. I think it was basically an anti-sniper weapon.
Yeah. I don't know what about the phase shift. I still don't. I think it's just because I just don't snipe enough to really justify, spending the money on the phase shift, because it's just.
Or the certs.
Oh,
the recoil is terrible.
Well,
the bolt action mode, the recoil is holy cow.
Hey, I mean, double tap is fun though. You got to admit that.
You can't double tap with the bolt action though, because heavens. Well, I guess it depends on what scope you have too. Because I know at the 12x scope, have fun double tapping with that thing. Ricky, one moment you're aiming at him, the other you're aiming at the sun. Like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, that's how I use it. So I had to agree with that 110%. That's exactly what happens.
How about this? Let's do an interesting topic now. Suppressors on sniper rifles.
No.
Ew.
Phase shifts, maybe. Just because it's an anti-sniper weapon, but the bullet drop when you put a suppressor on bolt actions, it's just too bad.
I don't put a suppressor on a phase shift. That just.
I'm saying you can get away with it, but not as more so than bolt actions. But I mean, it decreases the bullet velocity, which phase shift already has terrible bullet velocity. So
right, and that's why I feel like it's just not good on a.
It's good for anti-sniping.
I know you don't want to put a fucking. I can speak with experience like this. I have a hard time fucking getting kills with the fucking parallax with a suppressor on it. Like,
yeah, the bullet drop is insane.
It's not even that. It just the fucking suppressor just destroys its fucking effectiveness long range. Like, you got to be close range with that fucking gun if you put a suppressor on it.
Drop. You have to aim like 45 degrees in the air for like 600 meters.
No, if I'm like more than 50 meters out, I'm not even gonna fucking kill. I'm gonna have to get 2 headshots because I'm just gonna it's gonna be like I hit him with a pillow cushion. Shooting.
Actually, I don't think if I remember correctly, suppressors don't affect the actual damage.
They
don't. I think it just does bullet velocity and bullet drop.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, a bullet doesn't do damage either which way if it's going like 1 meter a second to begin with.
Yeah,
so.
Suppressors reduce the bullet velocity and effectiveness at range. So that's the only issue.
So
with
I mean,
suppressors.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to argue that indirectly does affect kind of a little bit of damage. Even though they say it doesn't affect damage, I feel like it does kind of.
It doesn't. Because, I mean, I've gotten some shots with suppressor and I was testing it out. It sucks.
I have. It's just.
I feel like it does affect damage, but in a distant way. Like, it would. Like, with a suppressor, you're going to have less bullet. You're going to have a lot larger bullet drop. So odds are you're not going to hit in the head.
Yeah.
So therefore, you're going to have less damage.
The raw damage, though, is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, just your chance of getting that raw damage is decreased.
I mean, if you figure out how to compensate for that, then you'll be golden. I mean, but I don't even see the purpose of a suppressor.
I
really
really
found
only
them useful.
I use a suppressor just to camp people at a vehicle spawn gate or something. Like, because I'm at close range.
That'd be one way to do it.
I'm at
The problem
close
with that,
range.
though, is if there's any snipers, like when I see people having that, I always get that. I get that little booger hiding in the tree or whatever, because you can watch where the bullet trail comes from, and it leads right to them.
That's why I just get like a little suppressor, because it just kind of makes it. It allows me to run away.
Oh, yeah, they can't see you on the map.
Yeah, they can't see me. I forgot. Suppressors still, you can still see the trace.
Yep, you can still see the trace.
Yeah, you need a flash suppressor.
You just can't see them on the
map.
Mini-map.
On the map, yeah.
Yeah, but if you have the right implants, I could easily cover this exact same preference.
Is that what the flash suppressor does? It takes off the trace?
Yeah, flash suppressor eliminates any like trace. It takes off the trace.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I don't think snipers can have flash suppressors on though.
No.
But they do take away like the trace of the bullets, and
no, if snipers had that, that'd be broken. You could find a really good spot, and you could sit there for like the entire fight.
Yeah. No, the trade-off with flash is though that they take off the trace round, but you're seen on the map actually more. Like you can be seen from a wider distance.
Yeah, but if you're sneaking behind someone in like a tower fight, or you're like stuck in there, and they don't know where they're getting hit from, it's better.
Flash suppressors are great in like big fights, because it doesn't even matter looking at the mini map at that point.
Nobody's looking at the map. I mean, the map is not helping at all.
Nobody's
going to look at a freaking rave show on the map. That's what it is.
Little red dots everywhere. It's just like, okay, I wonder where the guy with a flash suppressor is.
It just looks like TV static is what it looks like on like a biolab fight.
Oh, yeah. Fucking.
Yeah.
On that topic, though, of biolabs, like, can we talk about amp stations? I know we talk about biolabs. I know.
Now you want to talk about amp stations.
I don't want to talk. We're gonna instead of biolabs, we're bringing up. I say.
He was like, while we're talking about biolabs,
how about them amp stations?
I'm like, what?
Look, we were talking about snipers.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought our segment was supposed to be about masturbation.
No. My segue is it's amp stations now. Just amp stations.
Amp station. While we're talking about making food, guys. Amp stations.
My reasoning, my logic behind it was that a biolab is biolab.
Yeah, it's a major facility.
Yeah, major facility, and I'm like major facility, so I'm like amp stations, and I'm just.
And you thought it would work, but it didn't.
It didn't. It worked better in my mind. It worked a lot better in my mind. And then I say it, and it's just, oh no, what did I do?
Whoops.
What the hell did you say?
But major facilities, like favorite and least favorite major facilities to fight in. Out of all
I don't like tech plants. Tech plant fights are not interesting to me. There's not a lot going on. It's just people running back and forth in between buildings just to get shot in the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
I think
it's not a lot of action.
I think the question can really depend on the faction, because certain biolab fights.
We're talking about tech plants, not biolabs.
We're talking about major facilities, amp stations, tech plants, biolabs.
Okay. Which includes biolabs.
Tech plant spawns are just terrible.
Yeah, I fucking. Out of all the major facilities, if I'm lone wolfing, I like biolab fights, because you just fucking farm for days. It's fucking stupid.
Amp stations, depending on the amp state, like the amp station fights that if you have like a good fight going on in the amp station, it can be really fun.
I feel like,
or B, the one with like the three spawns that correspond to the capture points. Those are pretty fun as well.
Oh yeah,
the spawns are nice and close.
I feel like with amp stations, they're a perfect like big base kind of thing where you can really coordinate a well organized coordinated strike to take that shit or to defend it.
Yeah, and then there's biolabs.
Because it's like you really have to focus on getting like either vertical or horizontal down before you actually go in. And even when you do go in, you still have to kind of figure out, okay, we need to go in and we still need to keep those freaking shields down so that way we don't get fucked in the ass. Now with regards to
like Zervin and Indar.
Yeah,
I love Zervin.
Zervin, I always go to it. I have to.
With regards to with regards to tech plants, I kind of share the same sentiment with Bob. It's like, you can have a well organized platoon go up against a completely retarded fucking outfit, and like you're not gonna take that shit if the population is the same. It's just unless you do freaking balcony drops off the ass, you're not gonna take that shit.
I think
it's just boring too. Like the spawns, you got to run all the way because the freaking no spawn radius is ridiculously large.
You either run the whole way or you freaking take underground, and then it's like the moment you pop out of underground, you get freaking lit the fuck up. So it's just
just like every door is covered, and you run all the way, and you just get killed. It sucks. It's just downtime.
For tech plants, I just think that you have no way to cover the point room at all if you're defending it, because
we figured out you could use that balcony up there.
But honestly, light assaults can just get right into the point.
Yeah, but you have full coverage to that point when you open that balcony, so you can just gun them down.
Yeah, but the getting on the balcony, you can also get flanked from behind.
What's the one part about tech plants? What's the one part about tech plants that you like dislike the most? Like if you could like remove
the spawns.
It's just the fucking balcony drop, because like the spawns are one thing. I mean, you can go underground, you might get lit the fuck up, and trying to organize that shit with a platoon that has no idea where the fuck they have to go is just kind of annoying. But like if you're really trying to organize for a tech plant, like this is just me talking as far as being like one of the dudes that's in charge of spec ops. I just fucking hate balcony drops because the amount of health that you kind of get hit by once you do the actual drop, and sometimes you might even freaking miss that shit. So it's just that part I don't like that. But then again, I'm coming from a more logistical kind of thing. I can understand where everyone else is coming from though.
I really hate just having you spawn so far away, and you spend like a minute and a half running there for like a 15-second fight, if that. You have to run all the way back. Like the fight to spawn ratio just sucks. Like in a biolab, you're back in the fight within like seconds, but tech point, you got to run all the way back, and then get picked off by a sniper halfway there, and you got to run all the way back.
No, and also I just hate it. Doesn't make it easier when. Hell, I've seen tech plants get farmed by vehicles so many times. Just the spawn room.
Oh yeah.
So
you have to take the tunnels.
Yeah, you have to put
the SCU room.
Because a lot of people know exactly where all the pop-up points are. So if you can put maybe a squad on each point, and a couple of tanks on the spawn room, that's an easy capture right there.
No, because then they use the tunnels. So
I like
the tunnels covered.
I'd actually like to.
Not everyone knows about the tunnels. Nobody uses them.
No, not even that. But not everybody realizes that there's actually two ways that you can go in the tunnels. It's not just all the way to the back of the vehicle bay.
Is there one or two different tunnels?
There's two different. There's one pattern, and it's a set of two tunnels. The tunnels branch. So there's one tunnel that goes all the way down to the vehicle bay, but then there's another one that, like, I think you stop at like
the one that goes right
side buildings.
Okay,
the big old side that everybody has this like a ceasefire, like a big stall. Yeah, like the two doors and it's the one where it takes you up, the one near the elevator that takes you up to the
okay, so there's
air dock or whatever. There's to the left and right far sides. I know there's an exit there.
It branches up to three. So so the tunnels and the tech plant branches three different locations. One in the banana building, one in like a small like little shed, tiny little building to the left of the tech plant, and then one that goes straight down to the vehicle bay. Actually.
Yeah, if you have one decently organized platoon, you can camp that thing and capture it in 4 minutes.
I have not seen a lot of people camp the banana building well. Normally, the banana building is like if you're going for farm.
To camp it for.
Wait, Arnold.
I mean,
we can actually try that.
Sometimes people put the sun. You know how when you're getting attacked.
Again, I mean, it's a good spawn point for the attackers, but for defenders, there's no reason for the attackers to camp it.
You're right, but I mean, they'll show up there because, like, you know how you can put a sunderer like right next to the vehicle gen. Like sneak it like between the banana building and the main one. You can put a Sunday right there. Like that is a perfect. If you're just going, if you don't care about the objective and you just want to get kills, you go to banana building because fucking there's gonna be that spawn point Sunday right there that you can just look over in the little balcony and you can just like go back and forth, you know, inside and outside the banana building, and really just rack in some kills right there. You know what I'm talking about? It's like right below like vertical or horizontal gen. It's like right next to
it. Yeah, I kind of know. I would recognize it. I've seen Sunder's place everywhere.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can kind of tank shell in like the little shack building, but I mean, not a lot of people realize that the tunnels connect to that. And so like, you'll probably like find like 2 people really watching that little shack. And then even then they're probably just using it just to like sit and cover and look at the map.
Yep. Pull a rumble.
I remember one time I led an entire platoon to that little building, and we were able to actually get back to tech point with that. We did like a little max crash and stuff like that, took the tunnels and went into a little shack, and then we just went into tech plant on the side. Yeah. Absolutely destroyed them. Nobody even saw us coming. Like they were all on the balcony looking straight, and we just showed up on their right, just hi.
On the right. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, just hello.
Hey, hi, how are you?
And we just kind of just said bye.
Hello.
It was a glorious moment. It was beautiful, but no.
Yo, real quick, I bet you they're all like, when they freaking just showed up out of nowhere, they're all like, what?
Unacceptable.
I can't do it. I won't even try. Let's do this. If you could change any of the major facilities, like fucking completely change it.
Crown.
You change the crown again?
Wait, no, they did change the crown. Never mind.
Yeah.
Take it back.
You could change if you could remake any facility. Like
there's one Howling Pass, maybe. I feel like that 8 point is just way too easy for defenders to get to.
And it's way too hard for attackers to get to it. I mean, I think they made a little.
I think if they moved it out in the open to like the air pad, I think it'd be better.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Move all the cover to the air pad, or just farther out, so it's not 2 seconds from the spawn room.
When it comes to Howling Pass, I do agree. 8 point is just a bitch to get into. I'm glad that they added like sunken relay station because you could technically capture that base and then just like put up like a silo and then a vehicle spawn and a little spawn tube and just pull vehicles from there, which will like make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, I don't know Amarish. I don't know the continents really well. I just know Esamir well, and I know Indar really well.
Let's
they need to change a lot of the walls on Esamir.
They need to get rid of all the walls in Esamir.
Because a lot of Esamir has valley bases, so you're kind of negating the need for the walls because tanks can kind of just shell into it.
They just need to make the walls
every
taller.
single base in Esamir is a wall.
Yeah.
Is it every single base?
It's close. There's a couple exceptions, but I mean.
I'm trying to think. I mean, Echo Valley,
Echo Valley has some walls.
Has some, but I mean,
it has cover all around it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there would be one thing that could make it a little bit better. It would also kind of make some of these bases a little bit interesting. Just maybe for some sporadically, kind of make it just a dome, like a biolab kind of thing, but not a biolab.
I wish they brought back, what was that base on Amarish? It was the one that had like multiple layers. Oh, what was it called? Nanite sub something.
Subterranean nananalysis. Subterranean nanite.
I love that.
People just call it subterranean nanite analysis. I think
subterranean. Who cares? We all know we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Man, I miss that base. That base is so much fun.
That was a farm.
You just have the biggest stalls. You have 96 plus just on each side, just wasting time on a stairway. It was great.
When I was platoon leading, I would always hate to go down that lattice because they just hit subterranean and just run into a brick wall. And it's just like, all right, we ain't hitting the biolab.
Here we go.
No, I always treated
Go to the other side of the map. I don't feel like doing this right now.
Exactly.
Whenever I would be platoon leading, I would either choose subterranean analysis if I'm going on a defensive, or an amp station, kind of, and use it as like a little Helm's Deep.
Oh, there's a base.
Just kind of have that as like, if I really need to, let them take everything else. You will break them at that base.
So it's like the old crown.
Yes.
As a blueberry,
I would use that as like a fallback point.
As a blueberry, I liked subterranean because it was just, again, fucking heaven. You could just get racking kills, attacking or defending. You could just rack in kills. It didn't matter what.
So
as a blueberry,
grenade bandolier. Oh man.
Oh dude, you
just rack those.
Dude, if you want to get just search, just do medic and just
medic or grenade, or just like a light assault grenade bandolier and like C4.
Oh yes.
You just run back up in the thunder. Oh.
Dude, it's
or
just
a lasher, dude. The lasher. That's what I did. I always brought my lasher to those fights, and I'd actually get a lot of certs.
Oh man, as a blueberry, it's great, but as a platoon leader, I've had to rage. I've raged quite a few times.
Trying to make progress, and you're just like, I can't do this anymore. It's not happening. Nothing's happening.
I'm trying to organize a platoon, trying to raise morale. Everybody's farming, and then the other half of the platoon's whining that everybody else is farming and that they can't do anything. And
they're just gonna farm with him because you got nothing better to do.
I quietly I just like swallow my pride, and I'm just like, all right, redeploy to warp gate. We're going somewhere else.
We're going somewhere else. And the people who just are there for the certs stay there, and you lose half the platoon.
I mean, it was easy enough. I mean, fucking subterranean was a great filter to find the people that were actually willing to cooperate, and then it's people that were just.
It's a synthetic biolab.
It's just okay. I see. That shows your true personality in this game, your true character.
Dude, it's really good on like biolab. That those fights where you're on the air pad. The biolabs. It's like what are the heat vision scopes with like a scout rifle. Dude, maybe they're like the IR scopes.
Infrared, infrared.
Thermal. Dude, those with like just like a quick 2-shot to the head weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I forgot the
name. You can get some great kills. Like the Ghost. I wish the Ghost had an IR because it was the weapon.
I'm tired of like people using those guns for like fucking their montage videos or whatever. The semi-autos, they have like a 4X on it, ACOG scope, and they just hit you point blank with a headshot, and they have like the fucking montage music going on. Like, oh, I'm so cool. I hit you point blank.
I did have this great moment where I think I was using my V10. And apparently I heard an infiltrator uncloak behind me, so I just did a quick like panic whip around, did a 180 and hit the trigger, and I hit him in the head somehow. It was like 10 meters away from me, and I just 180 no-scoped him just on accident. I'm like, oh, whoops.
Oh, beautiful.
It's just me. He's like, GG, I'm sorry.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Lovely.
Yeah.
There's well, okay, let's do this. In regards to amp stations, biolabs. Yes.
Now we're back to
what is the most aggravating biolab that you just hate?
All the same.
No.
Some have 3, some have 4, but like, they all seem the same to me because you get caught. Well, you get caught in a stall in the same spots on any biolab.
Right.
It's either outside the portal rooms, in the SCU/generator, or on the air pads. It's one of those places.
Mm-hmm. Is there okay, for me, fucking, I hated all bio. I didn't really like as a platoon lead. I hated biolabs. As a blueberry, I was all right with them. But whenever I had platoon lead, the biolabs that I would hate the most.
I hate Andavari personally.
Yes,
that was a freaking blueberry magnet.
Esamir biolabs, all of them. Ymir, Anvari, and Manny. Those.
I feel like Ymir switches fairly often.
Ymir was the worst for me because if you have the Southern Warp Gate, right, and you have Ymir, and this is I'm going back to the old fashioned before you could cut off before you could cut off the biolabs, before they added the lattices to the proxy bases. Fucking if you're on the southern, if you had the Southern Warp Gate, and you lost Ymir biolab, you would never get that fucking base back because there was only one way that you could get back Ymir, and that was through Ymir Southern Reach. And it was just
that base is
it was a chokehold. It was like fucking 3 chokeholds, just fucking like literally like you're about to get
hands on you. There are 3 of them. They're all grabbing you in the throat.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson fucking chokehold right there. Just goddamn like. Ymir Southern Reach. First of all, the only way I don't think there was teleporters at Ymir either. So you'd only had to be able to take the air pad. I might be wrong on that. You might have been able to take the fucking teleporters, but I remember everybody would use the air pad for some reason instead of the fucking teleporters.
Because they don't know about teleporters, probably.
It was just I don't know.
I hate Andavari because it seems to me that whenever you're trying to like attack or defend it, it never goes well.
Pretty much.
Ever. It's like when the big fights happen, nothing happens. It's only captured in this small fight.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to get to. The surrounding bases are really easy to attack. So you can always pretty much have access to it. There's always a fight going on there.
I did not like old Esamir because if you lost your biolab, like it would be a fucking pain to get it back. You would never be able to, it seems. Fucking you lost your mirror.
You just go steal someone else's.
You try to, but I mean, fucking they're always got fucking like a platoon and a half already there by the time you show up, and it's just like, do I really want to do that? It's just, do I really want to just throw me and my team just into that fucking hellhole that it is?
What was that old base on Indar? I don't know why this came to one where it was actually easier to attack than defend.
I'm trying to think.
The one in the canyon. What's the name of it?
Broken Roads?
About, right?
Broken Roads?
I think that might have been. It was just south of Crossroads Watchtower.
Yeah, it was Broken Road something.
I hated that base so much.
I like
back and forth all the time because you could have tanks up top and Lyso's drop. So it's super easy to attack.
But definitely.
As soon as you take it, they're up on top. It's just freaking hours there. You're trying to make some progress. Go up to Crossroads. They dropped up from the canyon again.
You call in air support, and nobody ever shows up, and it's just a pain in the ass because nobody's taking the liberty to go and blow up the fucking Sundays on the canyon because nobody wants to pull a scythe.
We're good. Take that base coming from the south. You go up to Crossroads, all of a sudden you're cut off because they're already dropping from this freaking canyon again.
Oh my god!
I hated that base so much.
I like
pulling armor from Crossroads, So you got armor up to the north, and you got armor up down to the south, and you got armor up top.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if you're an infantry, well, sucks for you, I guess. What are you gonna do?
I liked attacking it because I was able to. Yeah. I remember being a light assault, just jumping from the canyon, just flying.
That old trailer, the trailer that I made has one of them is a clip of you dropping onto that base.
Dude, it was so cool because it's like you're dropping from like fucking 800 feet, and it's just like, hey, I'm ready to go.
I'm glad they took it out though. I was so tired of that.
Jesus,
it was fun for a while till they brought in the armor stalls, and then it was really boring.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a bunch of pulling up, shooting, pulling back, and for infantry, you couldn't do anything because you die the second you put your pinky toe around the corner.
Mm-hmm. What about this? How about you guys? Favorite base?
Favorite base?
Favorite base. Halo Star, what's your favorite base? On any continent, doesn't matter. Just favorite base.
I don't know.
I kind of like Quartz Ridge.
Quartz Ridge is
favorite base that's currently in the game or not?
Are we talking?
It doesn't matter. It can just be as a whole in the continent.
Are we talking about like category of base, like biolab or whatever, or like an actual
just
territory
your favorite
base?
base in the game. Like
Favorite base to attack in the game.
Oh my god.
To attack?
I love Quartz Ridge.
To attack,
That's
to
my
defend,
favorite.
doesn't matter.
I
Like,
love.
oh, yeah.
I
you
love.
see,
Quartz Ridge is so fun to attack, but to attack, definitely Quartz Ridge. To defend, definitely Subterranean Nat Knight.
Defense-wise, I'd have to put my money on Heyoka Chemical. I love defending that base. It is absolutely
I don't remember that. I wish I'd spent more time on Hassan because the bases there are actually really neat.
From a leading standpoint, I love Indar Kamare because legit, you just tell people to get off the freaking building and you automatically win the base.
Defending that one is my favorite. Or, I mean, attacking that one's my favorite.
For defending, I would probably have to say, I don't know. Yeah, Quartz Ridge. Quartz Ridge. I feel Quartz Ridge would be fun to defend.
I like Quartz Ridge. Quartz Ridge is a very balanced space.
Yeah.
I love Quartz Ridge because it's just, I've had some of the best battles there. I've seen these magnificent like convoys of armor and Sundays going from Quartz Ridge to Endar, and then they're just getting taken, like picked off by size liberators.
I hate attacking. That's probably my least favorite to attack is like Endar Combo or not. Endar X sucks.
Yeah,
I hate because you successfully defended Quartz Ridge, Huzzah. Yeah, while they're pulling back, they've pulled pretty much all the armor because they plan on taking it back, and they have turrets, so it's stacked against you. So they just drive right back up to Quartz Ridge.
Yeah,
and then just back and forth. I don't know. I love taking Quartz Ridge from the north, from the south. I love attacking Quartz Ridge from the south.
What's the base to the south called?
It's like it starts with an H. It's the one with the tech plant.
Havar.
Yeah, Havar. It's like Havar Databank or something.
Yeah, I think it's Havar Databank.
It's that like really really narrow channel. Maybe because I play Infiltrator, but it's like a really great sniping ravine.
Right.
It's a fun one to play.
Yeah, I hate pushing from Quartz Ridge anywhere really.
Another one of my favorite bases is it's the end. What's the biolab in the middle of Endar?
Biolab in middle of Endar.
Rashno?
No, it's in the middle.
Alatum?
Alatum, yeah. The base just north of Alatum. The one that's also connected to Indar Comorai. That one's really fun to attack.
Right.
And defend. That one's fun to attack and defend. Just because there's so many ways you can get here and there.
Okay, can I propose a question to you guys?
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
If you could add or remove one like feature or vehicle or class or something to PlanetSide, what would you do?
Shotguns. Get the shotguns out. Or gatekeepers. I almost want to say gatekeepers.
No, not weapons.
But they fix this.
Just like class or vehicle. Or feature.
Feature, I would they gotta figure something out with hives.
They're already hives, so
construction was dumb.
question.
Right, they say that they're working on it, and they are working on it. So I'll do another one. They need to.
NC Maxes.
I don't know. I don't want to. There is that.
NC Max.
Dual medic. You're not in NC. You're not allowed to dual fucking anything. You can't chemo fucking something. No more of that fucking dual medic or dual Raven bullshit. Fucking.
Yes. Okay, that's what it is. Like Raven.
Oh, the Ravens. Those are like
Raven.
Those are the camera Those are the camera guided.
Any camera guided missiles, because you're gonna sit in the spawn and take out vehicles. Like, what?
It's just annoying. Yeah.
What?
It is a little bit.
You can't get away from them either. You're trying to drive away. You usually with a normal rocket you can go around a corner, but no, they'll just find you.
I kind of want to nerf heavy assaults somehow. I don't know.
Nerf 'em.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're just too overused. I feel like.
Yeah, well, they're also like the damage dealers, and that's what what kitties like.
Right, but I don't know. There's
They're the best at killing things, and that's what a lot of people play the game for. So I don't blame them.
No,
Like
I don't.
medics, you don't play medics to get kills. You don't play engineer to get kills. I mean, infiltrator, I guess you can play to get kills. Light assault is. I feel like light assault takes more skill.
Actually, no. Scratch that on the heavy assault. The heavy assault is fine. My real pet peeve is like. I'm sorry. Am I getting your question wrong? Like add or change or?
No, that's exactly what it is. It's just kind of a like debate starter.
I'm more. I feel like the engineer is like in a very bad spot in the game. Like.
Needs a buff.
I think it needs like a buff because like the engineer, like even PlanetSide 2 says the engineer is supposed to be like the demolition experts and shit like that. And fucking the only thing that they really have that's really good at making things go boom is the
Proxy
AV
mine.
turret.
Proxy mine.
Tank
I'm talking-
mines.
Hey, infiltrators got proxy mines too, man.
Tank mines and
I know.
fucking AV turrets. That's it. That's like really their only boom boom shit they have.
Well,
I'm an
actually,
engineer. I'm an
And
engineer.
archers. Don't forget archers.
I was about to say the archers are severely underappreciated because
They
man,
are.
that stuff those can go through vertical shields because it
Yeah.
counts as small arms fire, so you can just
Oh,
shoot it.
shit,
You can
does
finish
it?
off a tank.
It
Yeah, you
does?
can have a squad of like archers, and they
Oh.
all think they're safe. They back up behind the shield. You just finish them off. It's pretty great.
I don't know. I feel like the archer can just do more damage though to stuff because I feel like it is
could,
under.
Yeah,
I feel like
it needs to be harder hitting, but like less frequency.
Mm-hmm. Like a longer like chamber time or whatever.
Make it like a one-shot thing, like as one round chamber. Have it like one shot to the head of Mac, but like have it like maybe like a 5-second reload time, and he'll have one around of the chamber. I feel like that's what they were trying to go for. Because some people use it as like an anti-personnel weapon. It's not what it is.
Yeah, it's not it's not something that you use as a sniper rifle, you know. Because if you wanna fucking snipe, fucking be an infiltrator, don't do a fucking.
Except maxes, but the problem with that is it doesn't one shot to the head, and the max will always run behind cover.
Oh yeah, and if you got
It's
like a
really
dual
hard
mercy,
to get kills.
if you got a dual mercy max, or if you got like a max that's shooting at you with an archer, and it's just like disappointing when you shoot them in the head and they're just still standing. It's just like why?
So
Why did I spend?
Why are you
have
still
to-
standing?
I have to respectfully disagree with Bob here because of this reason alone. If you have an archer, if you're an engineer with an archer, and you see Pale Tiger, and you shoot him in the head, he's not gonna move because you shooting him in the head is gonna be proof for him to call you a hacker.
Ah, yes.
He actually did that.
agree.
He actually did that for a YouTube video. I shit you not.
Oh,
He was in a
No, he did you too.
he was in a bio lab, and he was in a max, and then he just like stood right outside the spawn room, not moving at all. He got headshotted like 2 or 3 times, and he was like, "That's a fucking haka," because freaking he got killed within 3 shots when they were all headshots with the freaking archer.
Oh yeah, that would do it.
So I mean, yeah,
Would.
it depends on the actual intelligence of the person running the max suit.
Yeah, I just feel like max
this
suits,
situation,
since
it's not that
they're
high.
extremely mobile, they're kind of hard to take down with the sniper.
And so I don't know. They got to do something to the engineer because I feel like it's just in an awkward. It's such an awkward class right now. Engineer is like the most played class in like.
It's good for when you're playing only vehicle and need to get behind a corner and repair yourself, but that's about it.
Like it really is in a weird spot. Even though like a lot of PlanetSide players play heavy assault, like the second runner up is like my guess engineer. You know,
I'd say light assault, second one.
like out of all PlanetSide, you think it's heavy assault than light assault?
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Then medic. Then engineer.
medic. Then the
I know-
infiltrators last.
I know that in our outfit, I looked at our demographics a while back ago. In our outfit, our most played class, like collectively as an outfit, is engineer. Like,
Really?
Yeah, it actually is engineer.
That's interesting.
It is
A
engineer.
lot of-
Fucking dude, you don't realize how fucking hard it was to freaking organize goddamn community smash trying to get people to not be engineer.
Yeah.
It was either for the first community smash that TWC Echo was in, people either wanted to be light assault or engineer, and I just told them, look, we're only gonna have one engineer, and if you're gonna be a light assault, you need to have a 3.0 KDR with that class.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. I play utility infiltrator, man. I put proxy mines, I hack stuff, I screw with people so bad.
That is great to hear.
Like I most infiltrators are like, yeah, I'm invisible. I'm just gonna sit in the back and step. I'm like, oh no, I'm fucking these guys. I'm making them mad.
I feel like engineers got to be more like actual demolition experts. You know, if they're gonna be, considered the demolition experts of the fucking thing.
They need to be more usable on foot. I feel like.
Yeah,
They're great.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, they're really good at like vehicle fights, but what do they do on foot? They need some sort of better like if you're in a tank, you want to be afraid of an engineer. Like, oh shit, that's a demolition expert. He's gonna screw me over. But no, at this point you just kind of chase him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind
turrets. Like the turrets are okay. I mean, I've had some fun. I've had some good times with the anti-infantry turret.
No, but the bad thing about the anti-infantry turret is fucking blueberries don't see all the hundreds of balls of fucking plasma I'm sending through a doorway.
Yeah, and they walk right in front of it, and then they get mad.
The team kill, and then after enough blueberries run in front of me, I get weapon lock.
Yeah.
My problem
like
with the turrets. The lashers.
Lasher kills, man.
Next topic right there. Heavy weapons. Heavy weapons. Next topic. Can confirm. But one thing that I don't like about the turrets is that it only takes like a skilled infiltrator that knows how to aim at your head between the two little barriers to just ruin your day on the turret.
That's it. I have an infiltrator main through and through. And that is my favorite thing to see is people in anti-infantry turrets because
exactly.
They can't move, and there's they even set up where to aim. There's a nice little groove there for you to aim at.
Yep.
Kick the trigger and they're gone, and then they don't know what hit them, so they just hop right back in. You shoot them again.
It is just
there is one way that I kind of avoid it. Is I kind of just start swaying my turret. Whenever I suspect there's an infiltrator, I kind of just move the shield in different places.
No, if it's a good infiltrator, he'll just adjust himself a little bit. He'll find a way. It's the fact that you can't move, you can't strafe in a turret. I know, so you're just sitting duck.
But what I try to do is, because I know if there's a skilled infiltrator, I'm fucked. But what I try to do is deter new infiltrators.
Oh, just find out where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they'll still shoot at you. And then I'll see that flash.
And then it'll also tell you where you got killed from when you die.
No, yeah.
That's how I do a lot of anti.
I know, but if it's a skilled infiltrator, they shoot, kill, move.
Right. Well, in that case, you're not getting anywhere because by the time you get back in your turret, they're ready to move.
That's why engineers need to be better at foot
Engineers need to be less anti-personnel, more
engineers need to actually fulfill their goddamn roles, because if you're an engineer, you should know how this shit works.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, it's an engineer. He knows how this freaking tank works. I should probably bail the fuck away. Wait, he just put down an ammo pack. Never mind.
Yep.
Right?
Apparently,
they're just like ammo pack people now. They're
just ammo dispensers. You're just a walking
ammo dispensers, and maybe if they're kind of good, they'll put out one of those new light barrier walls.
Exactly.
On top of stairs. I need batteries.
I'm glad to know. I'm out of. When do you ever run out of ammo in this game? Like real talk.
Snipers. Really, I've actually gone on some sniping sprees where I've actually run out of ammo, sniper ammo.
This is why the ones that won't
phase shift.
Phase shift. Thank you. Yeah.
Because
the phase shift.
They don't require ammo, don't they? It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it just overheats.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's like the Beetlejuice. I really like the Beetlejuice, but I don't feel like grinding for it.
You could just get ammo printer implant.
That is true.
Yeah, but I like not having to worry about the ammo.
Yeah,
It's
if you're in a
probably-
tight situation,
Mm-hmm.
and there's
Okay.
better implants.
Guys, what implants do you think are OP?
I always use restoration or whatever it is. I think that's what it's called. And then I usually use on infiltrator. I'll use the one that gives the health bars. When you aim at
Assimilate.
'em.
It's pretty up there. Assimilate and phylactery. Honestly, like phylactery on a max. Put that bitch on a max. You're good to go.
Damn it!
You're fucking.
That's so dumb.
You wake up with half health on a max. It's just like, don't worry, I got this.
You thought you killed me? You were wrong. Back from the dead.
I remember when I was like the last community smash that I played in, there was the cloaking ability, like deep cloak, and you can put it on any class.
God,
I put that
that's
shit on
right.
a heavy assault.
Could you do that on a max? I wonder.
No, I don't
think
I think it was. I think it was non-max units, but I mean, still.
God, I actually have 3 because fucking assimilate is just great. It's just a great all-purpose implant that you can really just slap onto anything. I feel
What's good on Hassan is the constant infrared, but I found out a way to get that without the implant, as long as you're using just like an iron sight. You just spam your like an NV scope.
Mhm.
You just spam that till like there's a certain like pattern you have to follow, and you can get it to where it just pauses,
Mhm.
like where it sticks with the IR, and then you can switch to like an iron sight weapon, and you have like permanent IR.
Yeah.
Halo, what are your favorite implants, Mr. Halo?
Implant wise,
Since I think you asked a question.
no, I didn't ask a question, but I'll answer this one anyway.
Yes. Answer it.
Do it.
It depends on the class, honestly. For my sniper, I do enjoy sensor shield, and I do enjoy target focus. Those are my best. Those are the best ones. For
I always use
I
what do I do? I do restoration of my infiltrator just so I can like run away and have full health in like 20 seconds.
Well, if I'm using an infiltrator for sniping purposes, then I'm not going to be up in the front. Now am I?
Well, if they body shot you,
Well,
another body
then-
shot will finish you off. But you know,
Yeah, well, if I'm sniping, I'm going to be in cover. But for everything else, I typically always use safe fall. Best implant, OP. That was the first one I maxed out at level 5. So, but I always use it unless I'm using like a specific class that doesn't like that needs 2 other implants. I always have my safe fall.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm in the combat, I have safe fall.
excuse me. Would you still use safe fall on the light assault or no?
Oh, I always use it on the light
Oh
assault.
yeah, you put safe fall on light
let's say
assault.
if there's one class I'd use it on, it'd be the light assault.
It's
Yeah.
light assault because like that's like
If you don't
With
make that jump and howling pass, well,
Imagine if you
Say
fucking
prayers.
imagine if you use the I think we call them assault jets, the ones that make you go Star Wars mode.
mhm.
Like
Oh,
if you
the,
use
what
that,
are
you miss
they,
your
the
target. You're
Predators
not
or
able to.
something?
You're not able to manipulate your own jump. So like if you miss your target, you're fucked. Unless you have
Boba.
Ambush jump jets.
ambush.
Ambush,
Excuse me.
that's it.
Yeah,
I
Ambush.
love those jump jets.
ambush. Yeah.
Ambush
Love
shotgun. I hate people who run ambush shotgun. That makes me so mad.
You
I've
actually
been trying that, but I think I found the best shotgun for it.
I have found out. I'm not sure if this is entirely true for every situation, but I've noticed that when I don't have safe fall, I actually take fall damage from my own jetpacks, like Icarus jump jets. Like if
Uh-huh.
you use the entire bitch and you don't have safe fall, you'll actually do damage to yourself because fall damage.
I feel like
Yeah.
if you have the Icarus fully upgraded,
Yeah,
do it right, you could kill yourself.
yeah.
Just
I
standing out
have
in the middle of the desert, shoot yourself
have-
up, and fall to your death.
yeah, that's what that's why I
That's
put
the sign
safe
I'd
fall.
want to see.
Oh, that's why whenever I'm running a light assault, I only ever use Icarus when I'm going to, for example, a gal drop, and I might hit something, so I have an Icarus, so I can like just stop myself midair.
The only time I use Icarus is when I need to put up a spawn beacon. I literally have an entire light assault class dedicated to spawn beacons, just to get up to a high place and pop a beacon. It's just Icarus jump jets, and I even limited myself to
radar or something.
Some I don't even know. Fucking it just has Icarus jump jets with like safe fall, and then I have like a Deimos just in case. Like I'm not really, just in case, you know, just
those people. They'll sneak on.
Yeah, they'll sneak on me just in case. Like it's an interesting class. I'll say it about at least.
Hey, can you send me that? Can you like DM me a picture of that loadout? Because actually, try to do that. I
can show you all my loadouts. I got fucking interesting ones. I like naming them.
The more I can learn, the better.
Yeah, definitely. But
I'm gonna need to get better at putting down spawn beacons because I'm trying to get the trainee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're trying to do all that.
I started to go through the bullshit.
I remember doing that.
Hey, I mean, third time's a charm, right?
Hey,
I remember when I tried to be like you. Never mind, I completely skipped that shit. and now look where I am. I'm on freaking ace detention.
Everyone is though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a club that. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So we're about an hour into the podcast, so I think we're gonna close it out. Unless someone else wants to bring something up.
Wait, let's just do an hour 30-minute. Make it a little bit longer.
No, because I gotta go somewhere. So.
Oh shit.
I'm kind of dead.
Good.
So.
Well, you've been dead.
Well, I mean, like right now, like I nearly fucking passed out when I got home. So like, yeah.
Yeah, all good, man.
Dude, I was playing ESO earlier, and I had this weird. I feel like I just had abrupt blood loss to my brain. And I almost passed out on my keyboard. I was just doing this freaking dolman, and I almost passed out on my keyboard for no reason.
Jesus.
But I don't know. I need to spend some time off the screen.
So many times where I just like am walking.
No, I was fully wide awake and everything. Like I was in it, and then I almost passed out for some reason. I'm like, what in the heck was that?
GG.
Anyways, yeah, we'll close it out for today. Yep. So, if you guys liked the podcast, please hit that like button. Do comment on the chat right now if you're watching this shit right now, or if you're watching this shit in DVR mode with it recorded, go ahead and comment in the comment section down below. Also, please subscribe to our channel. We might post some new shit. I don't know yet. We still have to figure all that crap out. We are the Wild Cards. And we'll check you guys out in the next Clubhouse podcast next Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. Later, guys.
Indeed.
See you around.
Bye.